Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. Please be quiet and courteous and silence your cell phones now. Be sure to grab some snacks and concessions, located in the lobby. And now our feature presentation. Prepare for butter.
All the time, wondering if maybe I'm losing my mind. Stepping out to the rising enemy, or maybe I'm going out to sea. Maybe you should know by now. When I get back, everything will be alright. Seems like I'm out to sea every single night. I hope the Stonebowl will stay afloat as we go.
I hope the Stonebowl will stay afloat as we go.
Don't mind, maybe you'll sink or swim. Oh, I don't mind, maybe you'll sink or swim. Oh, I don't mind, maybe you'll sink or swim.
Oprah Winfrey stole my Lunchables, so I stole her shoes. Oprah Winfrey looked at me funny, so I cut her bangs in her sleep. And now her hair looks like Magneto's helmet. Just a really big forehead going to the top. And then I gave her a tattoo like Wesley Snipes has in Blade. And now she looks really cool from the eyebrows up.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Did you just come up with that, or is that something you wrote? You've one of your songs, or you just came up with that?
No, that was fresh. That was I plucked it right off the apple tree.
Wow.
And yeah, I cracked that worm open.
Yeah.
Drizzled it on your ears.
Yeah, that isn't
drizzled that worm juice.
Earworm juice. I'm sure everybody wants that, and that I feel like that would give somebody like an ear infection. So maybe I don't know.
Maybe it cures ear infections.
That's true.
Maybe you take a bunch of earwags and then you just like squish them in your hand over someone's ear hole and get out of there, infection. I curse you to death.
Oh, yeah. Curse you.
Behold damnation, you ear infection.
Oh, Daddy John's earwig ear solution, and it's just like a jar of earwigs, and you're like, all right, it's clinically proven to clear up all your ear problems because the earwigs crawl around.
The Stonebowl and the musher not included. You're like, what are those mushers called for herbs and
it's a
chemicals like
mortar and pestle, or pestle and mortar.
Yeah, I like the Stonebowl and Squisher. That sounds more our brand.
Stonebowl and Squisher sounds like a wrestling duo.
In this corner, Stonebowl. And who would be who in that duo? If one of us was Stonebowl and one of us was Squisher,
I could be Squisher. That one's kind of funny.
I'll be Stonebowl.
Stonebowl and Squisher. Yeah, that's our WWE name.
And I would wear just the classic Speedo, but mine would have like a rock pattern on it. Maybe it's like gray with black cracks shaded in. Mm-hmm. So I look like stone pants. Oh. What would your costume be, Squisher?
I'd just be like a gusher, I feel like.
You would have a full costume.
Yeah, full gusher costume, and I don't say a word. I just go around in a squish.
That's good.
Yeah,
and maybe you have like a mallet with a gusher on it.
Ooh.
Or maybe it's like a staff.
Yeah.
So you just that's fun.
That is fun.
Stonebowl and Squisher. I feel like in our Noodle Folk, when we have an episode where maybe they go to a WWN Worldwide Wrestling Noodle Federation. That's what the N is, Noodle. Yeah, we have an episode where we have Stonebowl and Squisher.
Ooh, if they could have to wrestle them. Folk. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wrestle some noodles to get the prize.
Yeah. You can't get past unless you wrestle us.
Yeah, Stonebowl and Squisher.
Squish. And all I say is squish. That's all I say.
Squish.
I don't say any other
We're
words.
just like we're like Pokemans. I just go Stonebowl, suplex him.
Oh yeah, Stonebowl, and then you just like hit him with a rock, and I'm like squish.
Oh, on Mortal Kombat, Kung Lao. I don't know how familiar you are with Mortal Kombat.
I just know the
Kung
main
Lao has like the
characters.
sombrero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe I could have like a stone bowl on my head, and then I use it as a weapon.
Ooh, yeah. So,
So
it's like the I think that'd be the mortar, or I don't know if it's the pestle. I don't know. The one that you squish the stuff in, the bowl. You have one of those, but it's just like a hat.
Oh, and here's my finisher. I have someone bring out a giant bowl, and they put it onto the wrestling ring. Like maybe you do, since we're like a team, and our finisher moves incorporate teamwork. So Squisher, you bring out a giant stone bowl, and I hop onto the corner of the ring, whatever that's called, with like the ropes on it.
Yeah.
And then I like jump as high as I can and head first, like slam my head into them. So I'm like the Squisher thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then I put my hands on the edge of the bowl, and I just keep doing these weird like handstand push-ups, and my head is just squishing them,
Crushing.
like they're like a little herb or something.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Squish.
grind them into dust.
And then as you're doing that, I'm chanting and stomping and clapping like squish, squish, and everybody in the audience does it until it's like thunderous and it's just like horrifying. And you're just like doing this handstand thing, just crushing them. Crush, crush.
I imagine you have like one of those 5-pound gummy bears, but it's like a gusher.
Yeah.
And it's like this wet, moist jelly candy, and you're just like a pillow fight, just smashing the guy while I'm smashing him with my head.
Yeah. Squish,
Squish, squish, squish. Like and like the gushers like sloshing open and like breaking over them.
It's like blah, blah, blah. And they're like, they're just struggling to like not drown from that viscous gusher goo, and then you're hitting them with the rock. So it's really like, we'll be like world champions, honestly.
Yeah. I'll just headbutt them with my rock head, and you'll waterboard them with your giant gusher wand.
Yeah. Squish.
Squish them.
Squish. Squish.
Well, we are the I'm going to try to do it like those radio announcers. Welcome to 95.5. We are the Power Pack Podcast, featuring 2 dudes and 1 friendship.
Oh yeah, we're 2 brothers. We're here to squish. I just got into character, but yeah, no, we're Power Pack Podcast. We are 2 dudes, 1 wrestling ring, and the podcast is our opponent. We just come at the podcast and we bring you the content, or maybe the content's the opponent. I don't know. Either way, wrestling.
So I was listening to another podcast today, and it's one I listen to a lot. Well, when they come out with episodes, so once every 2 weeks. And I always, when they do their intro, I always think we need to introduce ourselves some way, because every episode, we are introduced at the very end when Sheila goes, contact Josh and Jonathan. So if there's a new listener, they never know our names or who we are, which I don't think it matters, but for like marketing's sake. You know, how would we, I know we've talked about this on the podcast, but it's probably been a year and we haven't done anything about it, which is typical, but I know. What are your thoughts? Let's do what this podcast does best. We'll plan the podcast during a podcast.
Yes, it's all about showing people it's like when you go to Subway, you see them making the sandwich. Like, we're essentially Subway. You're just watching us make the podcast. So you're thinking the idea, the premise would be we have something at the beginning. So we say we're a Power Pack Podcast, featuring 2 dudes, 1 friendship, and then we have an introduction that says who we are and how to contact us. So just like have a little bit at the beginning.
Well, just like, is there a way, because I like her intro, it's perfect the way it is.
Oh yeah.
But if there's a way, like we have we are a podcast featuring 2 dudes and 1 friendship. So we have that as like a vocal thing we do every week. Is there a way we can naturally, organically just slip in our names somewhere?
Oh yeah. I think we should. we do some. I don't know. This is too stupid. I was like, "Hi, I'm Josh. Hi, I'm John. We are the Power Pack Podcast." You know. Or
Hi guys.
hi. I'm Josh, and I just want to tell you about our podcast. No, I think we should have something. I know what you mean. We got to have our names because people don't really know who we are until they listen to it later, like the end of the podcast. Because really, we're just the JJ Fresh. People are like, okay, JJ Fresh. You know, that's an iconic name, but they don't know who the two guys are behind the YouTube channel, behind the podcast.
Yeah, who's the voice? Like right now, it's like we're Darth Vader, and no one knows it's actually James Earl Jones.
Ooh.
So
speaking of which, I have a brilliant idea, and it'll be for next podcast. I have a really good idea. I'll tell you it afterwards. I'll write a note. It's gonna be perfect. But I have a solution for that next podcast.
we're gonna try our intro next podcast.
Yeah, we'll do it next podcast. Well, the whole podcast will be about this too, so it'll make sense. But you know, I'll think about it. We'll work, you know, and we'll do it next podcast too. I have an idea. But yeah, I think there should be something that has our names.
All right, I'm excited now. Now, see what you just did is you terraformed a giant cliff out of the ground around us, and then you jumped off, and you're hanging by a bird's foot, which has his beak around a flimsy branch, and you're just dangling there. And I'm looking over the edge like, what's going to happen next? And now I can't find out for another 20 minutes.
No, yeah.
But the audience is another week, so
yeah, that's even
sucks to be you.
Yeah, sucks to suck.
Yeah, nerds.
Nerds. We should, John. You and I should both get one gold tooth for our front tooth, and then a pencil mustache. It just like as an aesthetic thing. I think that would be another good marketing strategy.
Okay, well, I just bought a golden spatula at Walmart, so maybe I can melt that down and I can make us some teeth.
You have a golden spatula?
Dude, I was like walking down the aisle and it caught my eye, and so did the price tag. It was $5.
Whoa.
Or something like that. It's like $5.90. I don't know. It was gold, and I was like, I need that. I need it.
Man, that is a good purchase.
I got it. Heck yeah, that's my find of the day.
Find of the day. All right. Speaking on that topic, so I guess you already said, so that was Walmart, and you guys have a Walmart in town, so that's probably the big shopping spot. But the golden spatula, I'm impressed, and I think that spurred a little thought in my mind. I was going to say, what are some things that you like to get from Walmart that you can't get anywhere else? So let's tell the audience, what are some real good Walmart finds? Like, what's some stuff that you can only get Sam's Choice? You know, what are some of Sam's choices, I guess?
That's like the Costco thing, right? Their version of Costco, Sam's Club.
Yeah, I think Sam's Club, because Costco is Kirkland, right? It's like, you know, they have like Kirkland jeans and Kirkland.
Kirkland, yes. Yeah, Kirkland brand seems more like the UK version, just Kirkland. And Sam's Club, that seems American.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I know, I don't have Sam's Club, but my buddy does, and he bought this dope salsa from there. It's the kind of salsa that's it's more pico de gallo than salsa, but there's still some salsa in there.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Ooh.
It's so tasty. And I don't remember what it's called, but it's at Sam's Club, and it's delicious. That'd be my go-to.
That's your go-to. It's the salsa. I had to check that out. There's a Walmart right by my house. It's pretty nice. You know, it's better than the Walmarts that were in Portland, to say the least.
Yeah.
There's one Walmart in particular that's in like, it's off of Powell Boulevard, kind of near the Chuck E. Cheese actually, and that is like the worst Walmart I've ever been to anywhere. Yeah, but my Walmart find. There's something I really like from Walmart. They sell these. I mean, they've got a lot of good cheap, you know, products and things, but weirdly enough, I really like. They sell these like cookie sandwiches. You can only get at Walmart. And they're really good. They have a carrot cake one, and they have like a chocolate chip something one. But yeah, I recommend that. They're really good. Walmart is definitely not sponsoring this episode. I don't think they'll even ever listen to this podcast. But if you are listening, Walmart or somebody from PR, we just gave you a pitch, so you're welcome.
We could do another thing where we call. Didn't we call a Walmart before? We called somewhere in Oklahoma, or was it a Subway?
It was a Walmart. Yeah, so you called them. Yeah.
Yeah, we could always call and ask, be like, hey, would you want to sponsor us? They'd be like, this is a Walmart in Oklahoma. Like, we can't do it. We don't speak for all Walmarts.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I thought you were more like a hive mind where you kind of all just had one
hive mind.
I don't know. Oh, Chick-fil-A sauce. That's also at Walmart.
Ooh, okay. Let's just pump the brakes real quick and let's just talk about that. That is
pump it up.
Pump. So obviously I texted you about this, and I think I told you so we were at Fred Meyer. I think over there they're called Kroger's or whatever. I don't know. And so we went to Fred Meyer's one town. I went to go get like ranch dressing or like mayonnaise or something, and I was like shopping in the aisles, and all of a sudden I see a white bottle of something with a little red font on it. I'm like, what's that? I pick it up, and I noticed there's not a ton of it left, and realize it's Chick-fil-A sauce. It's bottled. I was like, oh man, I wonder if this is like the actual stuff, because Taco Bell, they have their own kind that's like, I don't know. It's like Taco Bell stuff that's sold in stores is disgusting. Anyways, I got home. I immediately squirted some into a spoon or onto my hand or something, into my mouth, whatever. Like, I was like, I got to try this. And I was like, oh my God, it's the same. It's the same stuff they sell in the restaurant. So then I went back and bought another bottle and the Polynesian sauce. By the way, if you never had the Polynesian sauce, imagine like a refined, fancy version of sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's. It's so good.
So what would you put it on?
Ooh, so let me educate you real quick. No, let me educate the audience. If you want something that's real good,
educate Stonebowl.
Educate Stonebowl.
Teach me.
That should be like a
Stonebowl.
Stonebowl.
Educate Stonebowl.
It's a whole segment. We have our own TV show, and Stonebowl, the wrestler, he doesn't really know much, so it's like, all right, educate Stonebowl is the only other thing he says.
The TV show is two wrestlers who are quitting the game to get their GED. Educate Stonebowl. And then you're the teacher.
Yeah.
Maybe Squisher, you already have your GED, but you're doing this kind of as a favor, so you enrolled in to be a professor at a community college or something.
Yeah.
Squisher's here to educate.
Yeah.
Squisher.
I'm going to squish it out in your brain.
I'm going to stuff it in there like feathers in a pillow.
Yeah. Stuffing.
Stuff it in there.
Man. Anyways, man, that's such a great. Many reasons why this podcast makes me happy, but that's a good one. Okay. To educate Stonebowl. If you want something that's real good sandwich-wise, the backstory behind this is there's a similar sandwich at this place called Board and Brew in San Diego, Carlsbad, whatever. And anyways, this sandwich you want to do is get some good bread. I prefer like a ciabatta roll or like a rosemary bun or something. I don't know. Get a nice bun or something like that. You get some fresh avocado. You put that on, and then you do like cheddar cheese and like ham or turkey, and maybe some like arugula or lettuce or whatever whatever you want to do. And then you put on the Polynesian sauce. It sounds weird, but like that sweet and sour sauce with the avocado and everything, it's my new favorite jam. So I recommend trying out Squisher's sandwich.
Squisher's sandwich.
Yeah.
What's your tagline? I feel like you need a tagline. Squisher's sandwich.
Sandwich. Squish.
Just get your ingredients together and squish.
That's how we do it. I just like put stuff on and squish it together.
It's like, on like cooking shows, Emerald Life, bam, they have all the ingredients pre-measured out into little bowls, and you just like take all the bowls at once and dump them onto the table and just squish
with my hands. Bare hands, and there's like a close-up camera that zooms right as I squish, so every time it's like, and it just like zooms in on my hands.
You wipe all the ingredients into a tray and just cook it for 10-20 minutes. Squish.
It doesn't matter what it is. It's like, raw eggs and like salmon and like rice, and just squish it with my hands, scoop it off the thing into a tray, put it in the oven 350 for 10 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's something that needs like 30 minutes or 5 minutes. It's always 350, 10 minutes, squish it into a tray.
And all you say is squish, squish, and then you close the oven, Squisher.
Squisher, and it comes out. I eat it. This puke.
And then unlike real cooking shows that have a pre-made one already done, you wait the whole 20 minutes.
Oh, just stand there.
You're just sitting there on your phone or something.
Oh,
Squisher, squish.
It's going kind of under my breath, just like squish, squish.
Squisher,
squish, yeah.
Stonebowl educated.
Just you walk past, dude. I really wish sometimes we had more money so that we can not that we're broke. I meant just like that we had money to make these stupid shows a reality. So like a cooking show, like you said, where I'm just squishing things, and then like you said, it's not like a pre-made. I'm sitting there quietly mumbling squish under my breath as people wait to see the food come out, and then it's undercooked, so I'm like, and I eat some.
Maybe this will be when we visit each other in person. We'll make Stonebowl and Squisher, and I'll get some Speedo that looks like rocks and a salad bowl that I'll paint to look like a stone bowl, and I'll wear like a mask and a toga or something, and then you'll be Squisher in a giant puffy gusher outfit. Yeah, we'll just do our cooking show. We'll make it happen.
Let's do it. Honestly, when I do want to visit soon. And like I said, I text you. Tickets are just ridiculously cheap, especially in the fall. I want to come out there, and then literally, like we did that one time when you visited from St. Louis, and we spent like an entire day. I want to spend every day, 2 or 3 days, whatever, and then just like get so much content like queued up that it's just like you have enough content for a year.
Yeah, I'd be okay with this.
Yeah.
I'd take off work.
Why are you taking off work? I'm going to make content.
A Stonebowl is needed.
Stonebowl is hungry for knowledge.
Stonebowl go home bowl.
Yeah, home bowl. That's good. That's good fun.
Good goofs.
Good goofs. Yeah, I think. What was I gonna say? Since these are both short, should we do just like a little quick, like a little? How there's the full butter dome. This is more of like a buttercup.
Yeah.
So let's do.
Hey there, buttercup.
Let's do a little buttercup for the people real quick.
Okay. Yeah, let's cup some butter. What are you thinking?
Yeah. Do we have any emails or anything fun like that, or any?
Oh, I got you. So it's like a full butter dome, but we're just at the very end, short thing. Yeah, we're doing more half rats. Sorry, fellas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just the way it be. Summer's the time of going outside and being promiscuous. All right, so let's see. Ooh, we have some emali. From the crumbs. How much would someone have to pay you, or what would they have to give you for you to watch the Phantom of the Opera? Or do you even like that movie? Question mark. Crumb. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either. I know. That'll be something. How about we'll do a reaction video. So when I come visit eventually, or you come visit, we'll watch Phantom of the Opera and we'll film us watching the entire thing. I don't know how long it is, but we'll do a reaction video of us watching Phantom of the Opera, and that'll be for Crumb.
Well, here's my thing. Like, I assume it's a boring movie just based off of the little I know of it. And I know it's bad to make assumptions, but I think I'm right, and here's why. So today, I decided to listen to some Nickelback on a playlist at work, because I was thinking to myself, are they really that bad? Like let me reaffirm what I already think of them and see if I don't change my mind. I was trying to be open-minded about Nickelback today, and I got through the first 2 songs. It was decent. It was the 2 hits, like the Rewind song or Remind song or whatever it is. This is how you remind me.
Oh yeah,
then look at this photograph.
Oh yeah, photographs. That's a cut.
And I was like, okay, that wasn't too bad. So where's my hate coming from of these guys? Then it got to some deep cuts, and I couldn't get through them. I got maybe 45 seconds in, next song. 45 seconds in, next song. 45 seconds in, I can't do this anymore. This is why I hate Nickelback. Click. So if it was true for Nickelback, I'm pretty sure it's probably true for Phantom of the Opera. And I'm going to say you're going to have to pay me $50 to watch Phantom of the Opera.
$50. That's good. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
I would say I'm probably floating in the 25 to 50 range also, because it's like, if it's 2 to 3 hours long, I want to get compensated at least, being able to buy like some food or something to drink, like, some soda or some popcorn. I actually don't really like popcorn, even though I worked at the movie theater. I don't really like popcorn. I like caramel corn, kettle corn. But yeah, I'd like to have some food or something. So I'd say like 25. I'll just say flat $30 is what I need to be paid to watch this.
That's it. I feel that's fair. That's a fair price.
Yeah, and 50 is fair too. It's funny, Nickelback. You should look up on YouTube. There's a song my buddy sent by Nickelback, and they have like a disco song. I want to say it's like a disco song, and it's probably. Because I'm in the same boat. There's some Nickelback songs. There's a reason they're popular. Like, they've got some catchy stuff, and they're not like...
I feel like their ballads are primo.
They are.
But when they try to be bad boys, it's just, like, I didn't know they were like that. I didn't know they were... Because I've only heard the hits, and I was like, the hits don't seem that bad. But their deep cut, their bad boy tracks, why? No. This is horrible.
No, the bad boy stuff...
It's better than...
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, you're absolutely right. It's a good way to describe it. The bad boy stuff is really bad. And I remember seeing a video once where the lead singer guy, I kid you not, he is stuck with me. E's like, yeah, people are always like, Nickelback sucks and all this stuff. And he's like, well, you ever come and heard us play? And then the people are like, no, well, I guess not. It's like, well, come on out and hear us rock. It's so stupid like that. And he's like, we rock really hard and people think we suck and everything this. And then he's like, but they don't come out of our concerts, hear us rock out. And then they come out and they're like, yeah, brother. It's like, dude, is so funny. It was like a variation of that, but he essentially was like trying to justify, like trying to like position himself where it's like, no, we don't suck. You just gotta like come out and hear us rock,
Yeah, I can see that. Like how you describe that kind of segment of an interview or whatever it was, I could see that translated into these bad boy songs. Like the lyrics, I'm just, are you kidding? Like that's, wow. Okay. Next.
Yeah.
I will say though, it was much better than my 311 experience. I couldn't even get through one song for like 15 seconds. It was that bad.
Which one did you listen to?
I have no idea, but I was watching the music video and it was just, oh my goodness. I couldn't, no.
Yeah.
How can that be my coworker's favorite band?
It's
don't know.
It's like reggae buck cherry. I say that with good intent because I used to listen to some of their music, but yeah, some of their stuff, man, is like it's pretty rough to listen to because they do the Nickelback thing. They try to do the bad boys, like the distorted guitars, and it just sounds like toddlers playing with pots and pans. It's and then they like, there's some of their stuff where it's got like the distorted guitar and they're like rapping and I'm like, oh man, where's a nice pick and a hammer when you need it?
Give myself a lobotomy.
Yeah. Daddy's lobotomy.
Daddy's Stonewall's lobotomy.
Stonewall hasn't been the
Squisher.
same since the lobotomy.
Maybe that's my backstory.
Yeah, is he got a lobotomy. That's great. Oh man. Well, let's glide into episode. So this one's 76. Wow, we're almost to 100. So maybe by the time 100 comes, one of us will be in the city that we're living in. We can do a special episode.
We'll have to do the math, and maybe we can plan a in-person episode for episode 100.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, if you fly here, I fly there. Like, I'll pitch half the ticket because I feel like that would be fair.
Let's. I think we should. I'm down with that too. I think. So whether you come here or I go there, I'm comfortable with that. That sounds fun.
All right, so let's plan on that. And yeah, this should be the next two. This episode and the next episode are half rats. We should be back to full episodes, I think.
Yeah, I think next week or like when John and I record next, it'll be a full episode. So I should be good.
And I'm going to throw this idea at you right now because we're still recording. We're on the podcast. We're going to talk more about the podcast.
Ooh.
That gingery goodness fella, he's still interested in being a guest on here. So I don't know what we talk about. He would just kind of be, maybe he's lurking. Maybe he's teaching us something. I know he mows yards. Maybe he can give us a lesson on the finer things of grass care.
Ooh, yeah.
But, I'll have to figure out his recording setup. I know he has a mic, I think, but
dude,
I don't know if he knows how to use it.
let's do it. I love having guests on here. We could do, I mean, it's, I want him to not feel like we're mocking him. So it's like I'm down though, kind of like we did with Gary Graphics. When we had him on, we asked him about his industry, so we could ask Ginger Goodness about landscape and yard care, all that good stuff, and just like have us, because I'm curious. I want to know how to make my yard look better than my neighbors. So that can be the whole pitch. It'll be like really disdainful and a lot of like animosity towards our neighbors. We're like, how, please let me have my lawn be better than my neighbors.
And we're kind of insecure about it. Yeah, let's just say if my neighbor had a good lawn, which he doesn't. His lawn sucks. But say his lawn was better than mine. How would I make mine better than his yard?
Yep, exactly. It's got to be like really like you said, really insecure. Like my yard looks great. I don't know what Jim's talking about, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly green and mostly even. I don't know. Whatever. There's a couple groundhog holes or dirt mound things. I don't know. A volcano seems to be peering out of it, and a little bit of magma. It's fine. It's fine.
Doesn't matter.
Overrun by locusts, but it's fine.
Locust.
Stonewall eats locusts.
That's what you do when you're coming out. Is you lift up your helmet and there's a bunch of locusts fly out, and you start grabbing them and eating them.
I'm like a crossover between Randy Savage and John the Baptist, just like eating locusts.
Locusts.
Okay, well, that's fun. We'll see y'all next week, I guess.
See you next week. Huh? Happy Friday.
Squish.
Squish.
Thank you for tuning into our regularly scheduled program. Contact Josh and Jonathan at powerpackedpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/powerpacked. See you next time, you dirty little rat babies.